channel. I know it's been a few months since I've posted any new content, and probably wondering why I'm dressed this way. I'll get to that in a minute. Just wanted to say hello and a very, very belated happy 2022, although it does not seem to be off to a good start as of yet. Anyways. So I took a little bit of break from making content, or doing videos, for a couple reasons. I get really bad seasonal depression, and I just was not up for doing any of this. And also I could not find my camera charger for a while. Just found it tonight, so I'm gonna make some videos. Now, for why I'm dressed the way I am, and what this video is going to be an introduction to is, and I tend to stay away from talking about, I don't really talk a lot about current events or politics or things like that on my channel, because that's not what this channel is for. But I am going to make an exception because I wanted to talk a little bit about my cultural heritage. I am a third generation off the boat Ukrainian. My great-great-grandparents came over late 1890s, early 1900s, pre-Russian Revolution from the Ukraine in that general area, although much of their documentation and paperwork has various different countries because borders change, but culturally we have always identified as Ukrainian. Regardless of wherever we're from. Most of my family hailed from the Western Ukraine. So that being said, what's going on in the world today has been very moving, very emotional. You know, I don't know at this point if I have any. I mean, if I do, they're very distant relatives that are still in the Ukraine that I don't know of or don't know about. So anyways, so tonight and to explain my headdress, which is an amalgamation of, I like to decorate, apparently, which is a genetic thing. I have a lot of different headpieces, and none of which are hats, though. I don't particularly like to wear hats. So I have lots of floral adornments, flower adornments, crowns, and things like that. So in Ukrainian tradition, there are, and if you Google it and look up, the Ukrainian floral crowns that are worn are absolutely stunning. And I'm going to guess really heavy and itchy because this is driving me crazy. But this is a combination of, I've got like sort of, I don't know, this is almost like a mantilla thing. It's like a lace veil. My Medusa crown, I've got in front of that is a black rose crown with little demonic horns. I've got a red feather headband that has some floral hair clips pinned to it, and then I have my rose one in the front. So I'm wearing this in honor of my Ukrainian ancestors, and I've been doing some work with my ancestral altar tonight. This is just a makeshift altar because I used to have it permanently installed on my first floor, but I've had to move things around so much, so I'm trying to figure out where to put it again. So many altars, so little time. But I just want to do this quick little intro because what I'm going to do is I've been making some content for TikTok, talking about what's going on in Ukraine, talking about some personal stories from my family and things that I've shared there. And yeah, so I just want to make this little intro to put with that. And yeah, I mean, my thoughts go out to everyone in the Ukraine and everything that's going on, and I hope this ends soon, because too much blood has been shed already. And you know, I stand with the Ukrainian people, obviously. This is much stuff that came, family heirlooms. I've got some amber incense burning, the yellow and blue candles, which are the color of the Ukrainian flag. Various other offerings. Let's see. I have the Pysanki or Pysanka. So yeah, depending where you're from. And these ones are wooden, but these are hand painted. And the designs on them, and I'm not really doing it justice, the designs on these are just so intricate. I can't imagine how many hours of work goes into each one. So I've just been doing some ancestral work tonight. And, it's been hard watching, because there is, as someone who's a spiritual person, there is a connection to, my ancestry, my cultural heritage, and the Ukraine and stuff like that. And, someday, my dream has always been to visit the Ukraine and the Eastern European countries kind of along that Carpathian swath from where my lineage hails from. So anyways, I just keep this brief. Thank you for watching. And I'm gonna lead into, and I'm gonna lead into the videos that, just a compilation of what I posted on TikTok so far. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, leave a comment, whatever. And thank you so much for watching. Hi everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video. I haven't been online as much recently, but obviously we all know what's going on in the world between Russia and the Ukraine. And I just want to say, as a third generation off the boat Ukrainian gal, that's my cultural ancestry and heritage, and the things that I'm seeing coming out of the country. Sorry, I get a little emotional watching it. I've only cried like twice in the past hour or so watching various videos and news coverage and stuff. But yeah, it's that's kind of the culture I grew up in, and given my age, that I'm in my mid-ish 40s, grew up at the tail end of the Cold War, and stuff like that. And I was young enough at the time that, I never knew whether or not, because, the Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union at that time. So I was kind of like, am I just some dirty commie bastard? Are we the bad guys? No, I don't know. So I grew up with a little bit of apprehension towards my cultural heritage, but all the stuff that I'm seeing from the news, even down to the president of the Ukraine and the government officials taking arms and all of that. Like, I've never had so much pride for my ancestral heritage and stuff like that. And I can only imagine what my grandmother would have to say if she were still alive uh, today. Aren't known for mincing words, let's say, nor are we subtle in any way, as we are seeing in the various news footage and stuff that's going on. But it's still hard to watch, and it's I'll probably have some more thoughts on it and stuff like that, but I just wanted to make a quick video that, obviously, stand with the Ukraine. Hey everyone, just want to make a quick update. Sort of following up from the last video I made about what's going on in the Ukraine and Russia. And it's really interesting, and a lot of people have pointed this out, to be watching. I'm actually finding better footage and more informative footage on TikTok than the actual news, which is weird, because the news isn't really going to get deep into, like, they'll be like, hackers hacked stuff, but they're not going to get deep anonymous, into that aspect of it and stuff. But I've seen various people kind of doing, I don't think they're making light of the situation. They're just doing, various videos. Everyone has different ways of dealing with things, and some people use sense of humor. I know I'm one of those people at times, where some really horrible shit's going down, and I'm going to do something ridiculous, find some way to, like, alleviate the tension and stress and things, because this is a pretty major thing. Especially, Generationally speaking, those of the Gen Xers and maybe some of the older millennials might remember the Cold War era and stuff, but we grew up, kind of with that constant fear of World War, and I mean, could be here. It is here. I don't know. Um, I don't know what I'll wake up to in the morning or afternoon. Let's be real here. I rarely get up before noon, so um, how am I handling this? I don't really watch the news during the day. This could also explain why I've been having trouble sleeping for the past few days because I will be watching, catching up on what's going on in the at night after I'm done with my work and stuff. So, um, but yeah, it's a lot. And I find I've been in. Now, I could sometimes cope with humor. I sometimes cope by massive cleaning and organization, and maybe that's just my ADHD brain taking over. So far today I almost reorganized my entire book collection. I organized my audiobook collection, and I started cleaning out my Gmail account, of which there are emails going back to 2005. I made it to 2017, but still. I just have had this compulsive urge to clean, 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 and organize. Everyone processes things, trauma, big things, little things, differently. Just because it's not your way doesn't mean it's okay. I mean, if someone's really crossing the line, yes, that's, okay. Hey everyone. I saw an interesting video last night and giving a shout out to the person who posted it. Purple People Yeeter. I'll tag them in the post. But one of the things they suggested, and I did this today, if you want to help support people in the Ukraine directly with donations, one of the best ways to do this, rather than going through organizations and whatnot, is if you go onto Etsy and you can search for anything, I highly recommend doing digital downloads, but you can also do this for goods and also and purchasing things directly from people in the Ukraine. Now, what as a donation. So what you would do if you're buying a candle, say, is just be like, hey, don't worry about shipping this. I'm just sending you money to support you. I went through and supported a few artists in the Ukraine with their digital work and had some really great conversations, which again, trying not to cry, but this is me. I'm at an age where apparently I cry over everything, but the words that, they're saying, thank you so much for your support. They're so proud for their country and for Ukrainians, and it feels so warm to hear from your support and your words. We're getting a lot of support from people all over the world these days. My family and I appreciate this. I also use money from the Etsy shop to help victims of the war and support people who are trying to protect us. And, they're really, feeling a lot of encouragement by the help of people like us who are doing these things. And, obviously this is a very difficult time. And, just being able to talk to people over there, because I mean it's hard. I can't imagine what they're going through it, but they all are echoing the same sentiments of how much love the Ukraine is feeling from everyone around the world. And if you don't have a lot of money to donate, this is a great way. I mean, I've been downloading, I've been buying digital art prints and stuff, or digital files for art prints and things like that. I mean, most of them are like $5, $10, something like that. So it's not a huge amount of money, but that could buy someone, um, you know, food for their family or supplies to help with the Russians, or the Russian army rather, situation. Wink. Anyways, thank you. Hey, it's me. Just giving another update. I saw an interesting video today, and it explains something to me. I'm learning a great much about my cultural heritage through everything that's going on in the Ukraine, in which the Ukrainians, civilians, were literally holding back Russian military vehicles with their bare hands in the streets. Not in like armor or anything, just like, hey, we're just gonna say, hold up. Which explains one thing to me. My grandfather, a very gentle man and World War II veteran, would always say, you know what this is? This is the Yuki sledgehammer. I understand that now. Thanks, Pop Up. Thought I'd just bring a little levity and a personal story into this, but I'm working on I don't know if I can flip the camera around here. Hold on. Let me stop and restart. Okay. I think we're filming again. So anyways, I used to have an ancestral altar downstairs and I'm working on reconstructing that. So we have some of the Pysanka or Pysanki eggs, depending on where you are. These ones are hand painted. These are wood. These have been in the family for a very long time. I do have some actual ones, and unfortunately, they are after a great many decades. I mean, these are probably 50, 60 some years old. These are actually painted eggshells. Um, so they hand painted these. That's some badassery. Um, have some figures, family photos. I'm not sure what this is because it's in Ukrainian and there's nothing in here that really indicates what all it is. I have some jewelry. I actually have a ton of jewelry from my grandmother. Switch over here. Got some dolls, some flowers. It's a little bit of a glare. There's a giant photo of my great grandparents and some other stuff. So I am working on resetting up my ancestral altar. Come back. So, anyways, yes. So just remember, Yuki sledgehammer. We don't need tanks and all that stuff. But proud of my ancestry and of what I'm seeing from the Ukraine today. Much love and support. Hello, it is March 2nd. I'm just going to give you a little bit of Ukrainian grandmotherly knowledge. My grandmother used to always say to me, do not put your shoes on the table, even if they're in a gym bag, just got them at the store, anything. Because that means somebody's going to die. Do with that what you will, witch talk. Sukobliat. Vladimir Putin. Sukobliat. So I decided to dig through a box in my closet with all my hair and head adornments and put together something in semblance of what traditional Ukrainian headdresses look like. So I decided to put that together. Just doing a little ritual of my own, honoring my Ukrainian ancestors. So I'm going to be lighting some candles. I will flip around in a moment to show you my ancestral altar, which is kind of a little all over the place right now. But anyways, so we're back, and this is, sorry for the glare, this is my ancestral altar that I have set up. I am going to attempt for my Ukrainian ancestry, I'm going to attempt to light a match and light the candles in the center. There we go. So for this candle, this is House Vatsa. I light this candle in honor of House Morikan. I light this candle in honor of House Danilo. I light this candle in honor of House Reba. I light this candle in honor of House Svaba. And I light this candle in honor of House Pasternak. These are some of the ancestral family names. And that's my grandmother's china. And just moving back and back. This is my ancestral altar that I will be working with tonight. So, and I'll just close with a quick candlelit. Slava Ukraini. Stay strong, everyone. Thank you for watching my TikTok videos. Don't forget, if you want to follow me on TikTok, I post content there because sometimes it's just easier for me to pick up my phone and, you know, make a minute or two video and do that. I will be bringing more content to the channel as soon as I can. It's just taking me a little bit. I'm just getting back on my feet with a lot of things. So anyways, much love. Slava Ukraini.